No, it's not on. One, two, three. Oh, there it is. Welcome everybody to Real Anarchy Live. I don't think I officially call it that. Welcome to the live stream. It's been a minute that I haven't done a live stream, and today I decided I was like, you know what? Let's do one. That's not a lot to talk about, but I wanted to just hang out. Tomorrow I'm off, so I have a 3-day weekend, and I wanted to start my weekend today by doing a little live stream and hanging out with the usual suspects. Let me see. Is the chat up? I don't think the chat is up. Let me see. Where's the chat? Nope, it's not loading. Of course it's not loading. Give me 1 second. To whoever is in the chat already, if there's anybody there. Oh. It's just me and you, Selena. What's going on, buddy? Oh, press record. You're right. Yes. It's gonna be a quiet night. I haven't done. I'm really bad. You know that I am really bad at doing this, staying consistent with the live stream, and YouTube will punish you for it. It will not push your content. It will not alert people when you're live. But I can. I'm sorry that I cannot commit. I try to do videos whenever I can. I've said this many times. This is a hobby, and it's like doing when I have some time or when I feel excited about certain things. But like lately, I don't know. I've been on a rut, Selena. I've been on a rut for the past 2 weeks. I think like the last 2 weeks, our work has been really rough. Like busy. And I'm like, I need a. Today I was not gonna take a day off. Like I said, I usually don't like to take off on Fridays. If I take a long weekend, I would do it on Monday, so it feels like a longer weekend. But I needed a mental health day. I needed one. I said I reminded them to check you too for for you now. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, not too many people do it. I saw somebody who said I should create an email, a newsletter, so that way that people can subscribe. So that way I can send them an email and link and remind them that I'm doing a live stream. Because sometimes, well, like I said, most of the time, YouTube will punish you and not push your content. But it is what it is. It's okay. Let me see. Yeah, it's been like a really dark 2 weeks. So I was like really busy at work, and like just like stuff started happening in America that it just didn't make any sense, and everybody is being overly political about everything, of course, because that's how it is. People want like to take sides, but you know me. I'm not. I try not to talk about politics, but yeah, that's where. Like, I know I made the mistake. Let me talk about this. I made the mistake because I'm not that plugged in. Like when I see I see something happen. For instance, that dude that died. I don't agree with a lot of shit that he says. That I think that dude was a little bit too out there, but I don't think people deserve to be taken out for that, for having an opinion, or like for words, like saying stuff. Like to me, that didn't feel right. And then there was Jimmy Kimmel. He was fired, and I don't know the context of why he was fired. And it was something about him saying something that was not accurate on his intro to the show, and I was like, I don't know why he said that was wrong, but apparently he said something about the guy who deleted that other guy, that he was supposed to be part of something, and I'm like, okay. I didn't know to say, okay, that's true or that's not true, because I don't know. And I just posted, damn, why would you get fired over an opinion? And then people just swarm on my mentions, like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh my, that's the last time I say something even mildly associated with politics. Yeah. Uh, yeah, yeah. I mean, they've been going after this guy for a while because it's. I guess he's. Listen, I don't. I think people should be able to say whatever the fuck they want without them losing their jobs. Because I didn't like the fact that so many people lost their jobs because they didn't subscribe to some weird way to look at the world. Like, for instance, like if you um back, I remember a couple of years ago that I remember people losing their jobs for not saying certain things or saying or being not inclusive. And I'm like, I get it. You're supposed to be a little bit more inclusive and respectful of other people, but I don't think you should be losing your job over that. Now, this is happening to this dude. He's losing his job because he said something about that other individual, and I'm like, why is he losing his, like I think people should be able to speak their mind without the risk of losing the job. Like, if they're not inciting violence, if they're not inciting people to harm each other or do harm to anybody, like, you could say whatever is in your mind. That's what made this country so freaking great. You know, that you can say whatever the hell you want without having some repercussions where you're gonna lose your livelihood. And I think that's, to me, that's I don't know how I feel about that dude getting fired over saying stuff, and but at the same time, I don't support, like, people lost their jobs because they were celebrating that dude was deleted last week. Like, you cannot. I don't think there is any. Like, you have to be Hitler for me to say, yeah, you deserve to die. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be Hitler. But because the guy was just talking about his faith and whatever values he has, because that's what he knows or what he feels is the right thing. Like, you can always have the argument and have that debate with that individual about, if you feel that he's wrong, you can always have the argument with that individual. Hey, no, you're wrong because of this and this and that. That's the whole point, right? And or he can, or he well, not anymore, or he can tell you, no, this is the way because this is how I feel. This is what this, having these debates can sway people's mind and the way they think about certain things in the world. But I think silencing somebody else with a bullet is not the solution. And I don't think it was okay for him to be taken out. I'm sorry for his family, his wife, his kids. Man, that's young family. And I think it's vile for anybody that celebrated. I don't know anybody in my circles that celebrated that man's passing. But I did see a lot of people on TikTok, and then they're like hours later, they were like, "Oh, I lost my job because of this and that," and I'm like, "Okay, dude, you shouldn't have done that." Like, you can say, I don't agree with that individual, but like me, I didn't agree with a lot of things. The only thing I agree with him is because of my faith. That's pretty much it. Everything else, a lot of things, like, no, they were a little bit too much, and I couldn't say, yeah, I agree with him. And not because of a political party. Like, I don't. Tito's here. Tito, what's going on? Yeah, because Tito knows I was very much political, but not anymore, because how things transpire in the past few years. So I try not to be about that. But I think people should be able to speak their mind without the fear of getting deleted for the way for their faith, their beliefs, or whatever they think, or the way that they think. That's not how we operate. That's not the way. And it's not okay for you to laugh or celebrate somebody's passing. It's like Biggie says, ain't nobody coming back from that. So I don't think that was okay. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, just being disrespectful and just not caring about other people should be punished. I think we just watch people get away with stuff too long so now we react. Yeah, I mean, you can react with your words now with, bodily harm somebody. Nobodytalks.com anymore. That's what we grew up in as a kid. People just rude. That is true. I don't know. People are losing. I don't know. It's something in the air where people are just more preoccupied with being right, and they feel so strong about certain. Like politics is such a strange thing, right? Because I could have, I have my religious beliefs, right? But at the same time, I don't see the world as like as a practicing religious person. Like there's certain things I'm like, to which is on. I mind my own fucking business. Live your life. That's the way I am, and always been that way. But now it's just like if you belong to a political party, that's why I was like, I cannot subscribe to a political party because both sides are fucking out there. It's sort of, sorry that I'm cursing, but both of the parties are just like a little bit too extreme. Like one is, they just, like this country is so divided right now. Everybody's just arguing, screaming over each other. It feels like the scene where, what's the name, where Joker says that nobody's civil anymore. People just like mean to each other, and like that's so unnecessary for politics. Like even like the last time, like if you say sports, like I'm used to seeing sport people in sports being vile. I cannot tell you how many fights I've seen breaking out in Giant Stadium. Say Jet Stadium, Giant Stadium. Whenever I seen people getting jumped because they come with a jersey from, like when you live in Jersey and the Eagles come and play, a lot of people don't go down all the way to Philly and to watch the game. They are Philly fans in Jersey. They go to that game with the jersey on, and I seen them getting rocked just for that. I'm like, what the fuck? Even I remember that I went to a Red Sox game. The only thing that saved me, I think, is because I went with a date. But I'm a Boston Red Sox fan, and I remember that I went draped on Red Sox gear, jersey. I had Big Poppy jersey on, my red hat, but I was with a date, and I think people were looking at me, and I felt it. I was like, I think I'm getting away with not getting jumped here in the Bronx because I'm with a date. So I guess they were respectful that way. But I've seen that. So sports does that to people because also there's alcohol involved. But I don't understand why people getting on each other's face about politics, calling each other's name, tearing each other apart, tearing each other down for people that don't give a shit about you. Because politicians I don't care what party you subscribe to. They don't give a shit about you. Just keep that in mind before you start going against your neighbor, your friend, your family member over politics. It's just, we're just human beings in this little marble spinning around the universe. God knows how many miles per hour in the vastness of the universe. And all we have each other. And please, the best thing we can do is get along. Anyway, so let's see. What are you saying, Tito? I'm with Charlie at the same time. Kimmel shouldn't have lost. Yeah, I agree. Shouldn't have lost the job. The first is for everyone. Only the people celebrating assassination. I don't care if they lost their. Yeah, I don't like if you lose your job over celebrating somebody's death. Then like you are a violent individual. So like I don't want to be affiliated with you. Like if I'm a company owner, I will fire you. Like like I will respect whatever you think, however you feel, whatever political, whatever it is that you think, however you feel, whatever you identify. I don't care. But if you're going to be celebrating, that is a little bit too much. I don't want my company affiliated with an individual like you that's going to be celebrating somebody's passing, losing their life in the way that he did. That's I agree 100% with you on that, T. Patrick, hey, good to see you here, Patrick. I'm not a fan of Jimmy. He did to himself wrong in the middle with politics. I think he was on the left, I think. I don't even know. Is the left Democrat? Like, I don't know about that. I think the left, like, yeah, because I heard somebody, the left. Yeah, he's on the left. So, listen, everybody's going to pull towards their team, I guess. Anyway, so RIP to that dude. I really, like, I saw that video and it just made me sick to my stomach that somebody would, like, one thing is, like, I'm thinking to myself, because I saw the young man, I saw the photos after they caught him, and like, this is a young man that was brought up in a nice home. I don't know what happened in that home, but apparently he was like a stand-up individual his entire life. Like, I find it very weird that all of a sudden you decided to become that somebody who will pick up a weapon and do that. Like, what? Like, I lived in this planet for 52 years. I've been upset to no end with some people that have wronged me, that have done hurt me physically, mentally, financially, and I have in that thought never entered my mind. That thought never entered my mind to say I'm gonna pick up do this and delete that person. Never. Like, if you said that you're in the middle of a fight and you get overheated, and because that happens, like, when you get into a fight, I remember last time I got into a fight, I was like, I cannot do this again, because I could do something really bad. Because when you're mad in the moment, getting into a fight, punching each other, you grab stuff, and, like, you know what I mean? Like, I understanding that, like, because it's a survival thing, but for you to wake up, like, you live your entire life being this stand-up citizen, going to church, going to job, going to college, forging a nice future ahead, and all of a sudden you say, let me pick up this weapon and do this. Like, that those things, like, I cannot wrap my head around that. And that was just like that one thing that kind of bothered me, like, what would trigger somebody to do such a thing? But anyway, I think I think he was agreeing it was done to strain the party. They made him a mortal. Oh, I see. Stop it. Stop it. Still look good. Anyway, let me see. But yeah, enough about that. Let's talk about something a little bit more happier. Let me see. Can I get to this? So today's live stream is gonna be like chill. It's not structured. I don't have like news breakdown. Like, I don't have my tabs. Like, I just save a couple of bookmarks so that way I can go through them. But I don't have like a breakdown of everything and whatnot. So, but I was just, let me see. Chawadi, I think he will be in the DCU. But I don't think, because the High Evolutionary, even though he's very different from Brainiac, he's kind of Brainiac. Well, no, he's completely different. But I don't think he's gonna, because I don't know if it feels like it's a lateral move for Chawadi Iwuji. That's a cool name. Chawadi Iwuji. Yeah, I think I think that evolutionary to playing Brainiac, I think it's a lateral move. I think it's, and listen, if James Gunn sees something in him that says, hey, you know what, he can play this character, I'm all for it. The only fan casting, and I'm gonna stand on business when it comes to this. Because I was thinking about that. I was like, because everybody's dick riding this dude. What's the name to play the Batman? I forget his name. And I saw an image like, nah, that boy has zero aura. That boy has zero aura. I don't want him to play Batman. And I was initially like okay with that idea, but not anymore. I'm like, But hey, by the way, Superman is coming out on HBO Max this Friday. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Hey, regular Neil, what's going on, buddy? I was gonna jump on. I didn't know that you. Well, you live on Thursdays, and I was gonna jump in on your live, but I was. I think you go live at 7 o'clock or 7:30, right? And right before I was gonna jump in, I was like, let me. I cannot get distracted. I need to start getting ready, and I just hop out. I went in and I saw that you were watching Blade, which I watched last week coincidentally. But Jason actor, who's that? Jason actor from Harry Potter. Let me see who that is. Jason actor, Harry Potter. Who's that? Ooh, you mean Jason Isaac? Jason Isaac. Yeah, he always does a good villain. He does a good villain. Jason Isaac. Yeah, he does look like. Oh yes. You know what? That will be a great casting. But I quote me right now. I think whoever plays Brainiac is gonna be a black man. I think he's gonna have a black man, not because he wants to play, but I got a feeling that it's gonna be a black man that's gonna play. It could be Jawadi, whatever his name is, or somebody else. I think that guy from Severance. Like I got a feeling that guy from Severance, he got a stoic look. The way he delivers lines, like if it feels like this dude can pull that character off. So if you ask me, who could play? What is his name? Hold on one second. What is his name? Because now, let me see. Severance actors. Here you go. Tremel Tiltman. Yeah, Tremel Tiltman. This dude. I think this dude is likely to be cast as Brainiac in the DCU. Let me know what you guys think, because I think like I don't know, something about him that is very stoic, is very, I don't know, the way that he speaks, the way that he delivers his line. He can be like a deceiving nice guy, but he can be also terrifying because he gives you this look like, is this guy gonna kill me, or is this guy being my friend, or is he being, sarcastic and he's got a bigger plan? Like this guy can play a good villain. Like I can see it. You need to shave that beard off though. Like that's blasphemous to shave your beard off, but I think he could play a good villain. I think he could be a good Adam Scott? No, Adam Scott. No. What are you saying? Since not structured today, here's a question out of nowhere. Where will we get a DC Marvel crossover in the next 15 years? And if yes, who would be the first heroes to cross over? Ooh. You came with some heat, bro. Oh, yes. I 100% believe that's gonna happen. I 100% believe that we're gonna get a crossover film between Marvel and DC. I don't know if it's gonna be in the next 5 years. I think it's gonna be a little bit more, because I think the Marvel is gonna reboot their universe. They're gonna reboot the universe with the X-Men saga. So the next 2 years they're gonna reboot. So, but the next semi-rebooted universe that they create, I think that universe is gonna be open to do some type of crossover event between Marvel and DC. Like James Gunn has one time he did try that. James Gunn said it. James Gunn said that, hey, listen, I spoke to the people that be, now the people is him. So if he can sit down with Kevin Feige and say, hey, I have this idea of having this not multiversal crossover event, something to that effect. But we could see the heroes either colliding or fighting for a bigger for a bigger purpose, I can see them doing it. I can definitely see James Gunn making it happen, because he has definitely spoke about that. So I can see, and I think most recently he said that he would like to see a Superman Spider-Man movie, or a scene Superman and Spider-Man team up or doing something together. And that's I think there's a comic book that is coming out pretty soon with those two characters doing a crossover movie. But listen, Superman is doing great. Superman, let me see. Superman is doing great. What are you saying? What? Hold on 1 second. The chat keeps jumping from here to there. Yeah, well, I think that they will cover. They will cover like from here on out. I don't know. They will have to shave his head. You know what? I like the look from the what's the name? Krypton series when they show Brainiac. I thought that Brainiac was pretty good. I was like, damn, this looks too good. And that was the first time that we saw Brainiac. Anyway, but yeah, what's next for the DCU? Superman. Superman. It was a bad. So that's what I was saying. Superman is coming out to HBO Max. Is it Max? HBO Max? Whatever. It's coming to HBO Max on Friday. That movie was a huge success for the studio. It made 615 worldwide. What is it? So I think it was 15 million people. I think on VOD alone, I think it already made more than $10-15 million, which went directly to Warner Brothers. Didn't have to split it with anybody. Well, at least it's not the same split that they do with movie theaters chains. So they definitely got more money back out of that. And now they're gonna get more subscribers on the platform, because whenever you introduce a big blockbuster, people that didn't pay for the VOD or didn't go to the movie theaters, they will pay the $15 for 1 month and say, yeah, let me watch this movie and catch up on some other show. Even though churning is a problem for streaming services, but still it's another additional, and some people stay. Like how many times have you subscribed to a streaming service and you cancel it after 1 month? You don't usually cancel it after the average. I think it is like 4 months or something like that. And that's $60 right there. Imagine that, multiply that by a couple of million people. That's money. So the economics of how movies make money nowadays, it has changed. Now I think there's gonna be a clear window on when the movies are gonna play, for how long, then how long it's gonna be on VOD, and then how long it's gonna go into a streaming service if the distributor, like in this case Warner Brothers, is the one in charge of the IP. But yeah, let me see. So I think that what's next after this? The next movie is Supergirl, right? I think Supergirl. I think we're gonna see the villain of the Superman sequel, Superman Man of Tomorrow. I think we're gonna see that villain in Supergirl for sure. I think we're definitely gonna see that there. Ooh, Benicio del Toro, Brainiac. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that video of Benicio del Toro code switching. That boy does a code switch that I'm like, what? I remember that he was like in an interview, like he was talking like very somber, like I love to work with Leo. I remember when I worked with Martin Scorsese and in the movie Sicario, where I portrayed this guy, and then like they switched the scene where he's talking to Hispanic magazine, and he just like going full on Puerto Rican. Benito, yo estaba trabajando like, oh my god. What's this guy? I don't know if you've seen that, Tito, but he was like, code switch like crazy. I was like, oh, Benicio. Let's get to lanterns. Yeah, lantern is gonna be amazing. I think lantern, and we haven't seen. You know what? We gotta give credit to James Gunn because how much we do not know about what's going on in the DCU. Like the way that he has been able to manage to keep information from leaking is astounding. Because nobody saw, like we knew we were gonna get, we knew we were gonna get a sequel to the Superman film. But when I saw that out of nowhere, he announced, "Oh yeah, by the way, Man of Tomorrow, 2027." Like, what? No, none of the scoopers, none of the trades, none of the people who seem to know how and know everything, and they have the inside scoop. Nobody even alluded to that little bit of information. Not a single person. All of a sudden, he just dropped it, boom, and walked out. I was like, so to me, I don't know how is he doing it. I think he's been around for so long. The Marvel machine, he figured out how stuff started to leak and how stuff was leaking. And I think he just, from the foundation, from the ground up, the way that he goes about this IP or these movies that he's working on, or whatever projects he's working on, he ties in how he's gonna manage this stuff from leaking, and he has been doing an incredible job. Like the stuff that we've seen is because it meant to leak. Like the stuff from behind the scenes when they were shooting Superman is because he was like, you know what? Let me do a suit reveal, which was not the best, but let me do a suit reveal because we're gonna be shooting outdoors. So what? Same thing with Supergirl. It's okay. We get a couple of things behind the scenes, but we haven't gotten nothing out of that. We haven't gotten nothing out of lanterns. We got some behind the scenes with Clayface too, but we haven't gotten a lot, like leaks, stuff that like plots, new shows, like the 3 last episodes that are supposed to be part of the Peacemaker season finale. Nobody knows what's going on. Like he didn't even release that to the public. He didn't release that to the because he usually send screeners for the entire season for people to do their reviews ahead of time, so that way when the episode drops, which drops tonight at 9 o'clock, I'll be watching that. So they actually just do they do a review and it's ready right after the show ends. People upload it or they have it on queue. But he didn't release the last 3 episodes because there are 3 big reveals, and nobody knows what's going on. We are all assuming what's going to happen. Yeah, facts. Peacemaker is delivering. Facts. It's been good so far. So yeah, so I think that's commendable that he has been very good at keeping things on the wraps. Selena Kyle, yes, after seeing Ezra on The Flash, I know it was possible to keep secrets. They know who will leak things. That's true, because like the whole that movie, like we didn't get to. Well, we kind of knew because that Grace Randolph revealed a lot of stuff about the ending, but then nobody knew how it was gonna end. The only thing that she said that that Batman was supposed to be the DCU Batman moving forward. That didn't work out. That was stupid. Let me see. Ben, I'm waiting for us to go back and forth on your channels about DC. Yo, facts. Let me know for sure. We could do that for sure. I would love to. Let me know when you're available, and we will make it happen, buddy. I don't. I prefer that to have somebody to chop it up with. And actually, this is fun because it's just us hanging out and talking nonsense. Let me see if I can start getting into some other stuff. Let me see. This is some behind the scenes stuff from the Clayface movie. Corruption is the enemy. Okay, so they're already teasing the Joker. Join the Joker. So apparently the Joker could be some type of politician, or is he just inciting people to riot or to violence or to go against the machine? I don't know, but I like this. I like this idea. I want to see what the Joker looks like. I wonder who they're gonna cast as the Joker. I still believe is one of those Skarsgård's brothers. I think it should be one of them. I think it should be one of them. Man of Tomorrow is set to begin filming on 2026. Confirms I'm creating a Superman sequel that we are starting to shoot in April or so. I think I saw somebody. This was James Gunn on the Howard Stern show. Listen, let me be very careful with what I'm gonna say, because I don't want to take shots on a specific. Fuck that guy. I was watching and I think today officially I'm not gonna watch him again. I unsubscribe from his channel. What's his name? Then on Nerds. Like Howard Stern has been around forever. Like, he's been controversial. He stopped being controversial after he got his big deal with what's his name, with Sirius Radio, whatever. But he's a shock radio. That's what they call it, whatever. This dude went on a rant for 5 minutes about, I know you gotta put in fillers on your show, your live, whatever, because it is a little bit difficult to find stuff to talk about, stay motivated to talk about certain things on a live stream. But it feels like this dude, like, being negative is the low-hanging fruit. Like, dude went on a fucking 6-minute rant saying all this stupid shit about Howard Stern. Like, who gives a shit about Howard Stern? Like, why you have to make that weird? Why you have to go on this negative rant about Howard Stern and James Gunn talking to Howard Stern about some of the projects? The dude is promoting his DCU. He's putting this IP in people's consciousness. Like, we are creating a brand new universe. We're gonna branch out. We have this thing going. Like, he's reaching into everybody. I wouldn't be surprised, even though probably he doesn't agree with his politics and the ways that he views the world. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him on the Joe Rogan podcast, because that's a public, that's also people that watch him, and that's where he gotta also deliver the message. That's, like, hey, listen, Marvel's not the only show in town. We got this Superman in the DC universe. Whether you love Joe Rogan or you subscribe to whatever his views are, I don't care about all of that, but I'm here to tell you about this IP. So I don't understand why this individual went on a 5-6 minute rant about James Gunn talking to Howard Stern. Like, bro, I had enough of you. Unsubscribe. And it's a shame, because that dude, when he talks about stuff, relevant stuff, he's good at it. But I cannot stomach anymore any video, any fucking YouTuber that start off on a negative, just needlessly negative nonsense about nothing, just because it's the thing to do nowadays. So yeah, so I just want to get that off my chest. So. Smash It, the highest 2000. Yes, the highest. Yep, the highest movie, the highest CBM of 2025. Impossible to find. Reckoning 6 days. Okay, 700,000 household views. Yo, 700,000. Let's do the little math. Let's do a little bit of math. 700,000 times, how much was it? Like $30 per person per. Is it views or VOD purchases? See, because you can buy it and watch it 3 times, and that counts as a view. So I don't know, but let's play the devil's advocate and say that it was 700,000 purchases, VOD purchases. That's $21 million into the DC Studios pocket. So yeah, Warner Brothers, DC Studio, they're winning. They're winning. Yeah, listen, I like the aesthetic that they're creating with this with this Gotham. I want it. That's the only reason why I'm intrigued by this Clayface movie, because I want to see. It's $30 to own. Oh, $30. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Wait, I thought it was $30 to rent. So it was $20 to rent and $30 to own. Yeah, facts. Facts. People suck, bro. What time is it? 8:14. Yeah. And at 8:55, I'm gonna stop on the dot. I'm gonna stop the stream so I can watch the show. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this Clayface, just because I want to see the aesthetic of what that Gotham in the DCU is gonna look like, because that will inform me what that Batman might be like to a degree. But I still got a feeling that we're gonna get to see Batman in the DC in this Clayface movie. I think it's gonna be like a whoa moment. I think it's gonna be a whoa moment. This Matt Reeves confirmed Batman 2 is a DC Elseworlds project. Listen, I never had any doubts that it's gonna be Elseworlds. My argument, which I was trying to make the argument that David the Film Junkie last Friday, my argument is this video that I say here, this here. It's too low. My argument has always been that, okay, Matt Reeves, I'm not saying that it's gonna happen. Theorizing, it's just a theory. Okay, it's just a theory, guys. Don't shoot me. You know, as fanboys, we got the right to do that, to fanboy out and theorize on these things, right? My theory is that Robert Pattinson is going to be the DCU Batman, but not Matt Reeves' Robert Pattinson. So that Matt Reeves is going to have Robert Pattinson as his Batman in the Elseworld, and the same actor is going to play the DCU Batman. That's all I'm saying. The same way that we saw Wolverine playing a different Wolverine or on Deadpool and Wolverine, the same way that we saw Professor Xavier play a different Professor Xavier on the Doctor Strange movie, the same way that we saw two different Peacemaker played by the same actor on Peacemaker episode 1, season 2. So it's possible. And it will be less, I think it will be less weird. I know you want somebody new. I want somebody new. I honestly do. I honestly want somebody new. But it is possible. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Shocker. Breaking. Crypto is officially set to return on Supergirl. This is not even, what is this? It's officially, like, really? Like, we knew that was gonna happen. Like, she left at the end of the Superman movie. So what do you think was gonna happen? That she was gonna return him? Okay, I gotta do a movie. Stay here with Superman again. That's it. It doesn't work that way. Colin Farrell calls the script of the Batman unbelievable. It's so good. God. Matt Reeves, it's so good. It really is. It's extraordinary. Listen, to be fair, of course he's gonna say that. He's in that movie. He's not gonna say, yeah, that director that I have directed me in the next movie. He's not gonna say that. To be fair, to be objective, he's not gonna say something negative about his director. Of course he's gonna say it's amazing. But I got a feeling that it is. I think Matt Reeves never misses. Think that movie is going to be something special. I know you wasn't a fan of the Batman. I think Let me see. Mass 95. I think it ends the DCU Batman because Flash was canon. Nope. Nope. Nah, that's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. Yeah. No, that's not happening, buddy. No. Oh, guys, imagine that. No. Anyway, Wayne Community Center. So more Easter eggs. So the Wayne Foundation, I guess, because they are the one paying for this community center. Damn, bro, throw some extra dollars to this community center. This should look. This looks like this is worse than I've seen shelters in better shape than this. But then again, it's Gotham. This dude here, and I said it, and I am not sorry that I say this. I am not sorry that I say this. This dude doesn't scream Batman. Like, you can Photoshop the hell out of it, you can AI it, whatever the hell you want to do. I don't think this dude has zero negative 999999990 aura. Yeah, no, I don't think this. I don't know why everybody. What is his name? Brandon Sklenar, whatever. I don't see it. I'm sorry. I do not see it. Like, because he's grizzled and big and burly, and that's the only reason why he should be, because he doesn't look like Batman. I'm sorry. Like, when I was against Ben Affleck, but when I was calm and collected, I was like, you know what? The dude is a good actor. The dude is tall. He's probably gonna put on some muscle, and he got the chin. That was like because I remember I was like, oh, wait, you know, I did overreact. But when I looked at this guy, nah. Nah. That's not, I would not. I think somebody else was like, no, this dude, Nate Man, he's 30 years old. He's too young. Yeah, I already posted it. He's too young, but this dude looks like, he does look like Batman without the freaking mask. That dude, he looks like Bruce Wayne Batman, but he's just a little bit too young. I think he's gonna be in his mid-30s. And to me, I still think this guy is gonna be the Batman. That's my choice. That's my Ethan Peck. Matt Reeves teases the Batman will feature a villain that we never really will feature a villain never really done in film before. Who do you think it will be the antagonist? We haven't seen Hush. We haven't seen Court of Owls. We haven't seen Hugo Strange. And we definitely haven't seen the Condiment King. Well played, DC Film News. Well played, sir. My vote is the Condiment King. Yeah, my vote is the Condiment King. No, you know what? I think these are good choices. Yeah, I can see Hush. Definitely the Court of Owls. There's like little hints here and there, and also Hugo Strange. Who else can be that we haven't seen? Could it be Black? Like, I would lose my shit if it's Black Mask. But then we see it. Oh, damn it, we already. Oh, Professor Pig. Ooh. Professor Pig. Yeah, he's pretty. He got no eyebrows. I agree. I agree. Yeah, that guy's. He doesn't look like Bruce Wayne. Professor Pig. We already seen Killer Croc and the Suicide Squad. Who else we seen? Damn, it's not too many. Let me do a little bit of research on this. Let's do a little bit of research. Let's see. Man-Bat, that's for short. Let me see the Joker, that already seen. Catwoman, we've seen. Cat Penguin, Riddler, Two-Face, Mr. Freeze, we already seen him in the previous Poison Ivy, Scarecrow, we see in Bane with Rouse, yeah. Carmine, Falcons, and let me see, Calendar Man. Calendar Man would be an interesting one, but that would be too a little bit close to a little bit too much like nah, that would be a little bit too much like what's his name? Like Riddler, yeah. Hugo Strange, we haven't seen that. We've seen Killer Croc. Clayface is already there, but he's not gonna be in the I think Hush. Deadshot we already seen. Firefly will be an interesting one. Or KGBs. Ooh, we're already seeing KGBs and BBS. Lady Shiva. Oh, yeah. You know what? Lady Shiva could be a good one because I don't think he would bring Talia. But already seen Talia al Ghul, so. Let me see. Red Hood. Ooh. No, it's too soon. There's no way he would bring in Red Hood. I don't think he would do Red Hood. But Lady Shiva, Prometheus. I think it's Firefly. I don't know why that jumped at me so hard. I think it's either Firefly or Court of Owls. Because like Court of Owls feels like the natural progression. And because the way that the things that he's been saying about this movie, where Batman will find it very difficult to continue to be Batman. In the animated series, he almost gave up, but that's because he was in love, and I don't think that's gonna be the reason. I think the reason why he's gonna find it a little bit difficult to be Batman is probably because we see something that emphasizes a little bit more how corrupt his parents were. So, or how his family became wealthy, something to that effect. So maybe that would be. But Hush is also it's an interesting one. What is this? Oh, that's my buddy. Before you ask, yeah, that's funny. People asking for revolution. Before anyone asks for revolution, they need to know how to live without internet, grocery stores, and electricity. Facts. And how and where to bury their dead. Yes, people are not prepared for that. There's nobody prepared for a dystopian future. Oh man, I saw this and I'm like, damn. James Gunn is not gonna be at New York Comic Con, so I'm glad I'm skipping it, because I usually go. It's around the same time when my older son's birthday, so we usually kind of go there. I believe in a different state, so. But I'm thinking about taking a couple of days off and go over there, but no, not anymore. Yeah, so not especially now that he's not gonna be there. But yeah, no. Take it easy, buddy. Good to see you here. ENCW Vampires Diaries. Good thing. I don't think so. Let me see. What is this? We'll see. Will we see more Charlton Comics characters? Okay, like the original Blue Beetle, the Captain Atom. Yes. The Question, etc. New DCU. I think Static Shock is also part of that, if I'm not mistaken. And then he was into Milestone. Let me make sure, because I could be wrong about that. Hold on one second. I could be wrong. Let me see. What was it? Come on. YouTube, Google. Yeah, Blue Beetle, The Question, Captain Atom. Nightshade, Peacemaker, Judo Master. Judo Master was, I think it was teased. Sage Steel, Thunderbolt, yeah. That was Peter Cannon. Let me see what was E-Man, Nature Boy, Legacy, Captain Atom, Question, Peacemaker. Okay, no, I don't think. Okay, I guess I got that shit all fucked up. Yeah, but I can see definitely see the Question in the, because I will always go back to the first images that James Gunn was revealing when he became the head of the DC studio. One of the images was the Question. So we're gonna see the Question in the DCU for sure. He's like a Batman. He's a detective. He's just a detective without any powers. Just smart dude. But yeah, I would love to see Captain Atom. I think we're gonna see him in probably in the Justice League, some type of Justice League. Let's see what it is. What is this? Oh man, somebody's gonna die tonight. Somebody's gonna die tonight. Somebody asked James Gunn, should we be worried about tonight's episode? Depends on who you love. I like this kind of stupid humor. Let me see. I want to see this movie. This is the only thing yeah. No, the new movie that everybody's talking about with Leo. Yeah, 1 hour. Yeah, Captain Atom. I think we're gonna see. Yeah, I think we're definitely gonna see them. What if? Oh, shit! What if the secret What if the secret project that he's working on is Atom and the Blue Beetle? What if it's Peacemaker? Ooh, what if it's Peacemaker, the Atom, and Blue Beetle? Because he's gonna keep Jaime Reyes in the DCU, so he's gonna. Oh, that. What do you guys? I think so. I think that's what's gonna happen. I think the secret project that he's working on is that Blue Beetle, Captain Atom, and Peacemaker. Yeah. So he's gonna put like all the Charleston characters in one movie. That would be crazy. Leave it to James Gunn to do something that crazy and be successful at it. Whoa. I think this article provides Greg. What's this? I don't want to talk about this subject again. I already talked about that enough. My Giants, man. I want to talk about sports. No, facts. I would love to see. Alan Richard. Yeah, I can see that. Alan Richardson playing the Atom. Yeah, Captain Atom. Yes, for sure. That will be a great casting. Hunter Iggy, good to see you here, buddy. Let me see. Mary says the Batman villain has never really been done. I already talked about that. Oh, that merger. That is one thing that let me see if do I have any notes? I don't think I put any notes for that. I don't think I put anything together. Yeah, today I just wanted to have like a chill conversation. Let me see. What is this? Where is it? I don't think I saved. No, I didn't put anything. But you know what? Because people were questioning this whole thing about the merger. Because people were thinking that, or are thinking, well, the fucking nut jobs, Snyder Bros. Snyder Cultists, not Snyder Bros. Snyder Cultists are a whole different breed, and I think they are hoping that if the whole thing goes through where Universal buys out Warner Brothers, that they will get rid of that they will get rid of James Gunn and Peter Safran, and I don't think that's gonna happen. If the sale happens, if they do get bought out, I don't think I think they're safe. It's the same situation where when Disney bought Marvel, they didn't get rid of Kevin Feige. They didn't get rid of him. Like, they sat down with that dude and say, I have a plan. And they was like, yes, I like that plan. That plan sounds like money. Stay here. So the same thing is gonna happen with James Gunn. James Gunn is gonna sit there with Universal, whoever the hell. I think Netflix was. I think I saw a video today by John Campia saying that Netflix has also thrown their hat on the table to purchase Warner Brothers, and that will be horrible because they love to push content on streaming. That will be the end of cinema, or it could be their distributor to put certain movies on theaters, just like Apple does. Apple has a streaming service, but like they do deals like with Warner Brothers where they distribute like the movies. The movie, the last one, the F1, was an Apple movie, but it was distributed by Warner Brothers. So I think they're gonna use. They could, if Netflix buys them, it could use them as the distributor for big event movies. So, but James Gunn will come over and say, "Hey, listen, I'm winning harder than any other studio. Well, than the competitor studio for the past since I came on board. My movie has made more money than the last three movies. The last three Marvel movies have made. The next one, there's hype for it, and it's gonna make even more money. Every show that I made has been successful and it has made money, or at least get subscribers for the streaming platform. So we have a winning formula that is gonna keep making money, and money is the language that all these companies love to talk. Whether it's Netflix, whether it's Universal, they don't care. As long as you can prove that you're gonna continue to make money, they're gonna keep them on board. So I don't think all that argument about anybody that tells you that they're gonna restore the Snyderverse and they're gonna get the James Gunn fired, it's not gonna happen. Robert, they need to. Well, that's probably the only thing that they can do. If you know. Alan Richards as Catman. Yeah, he definitely can. He looks like Catman. Yeah. Maybe that's why Gunn unloading the clips to stay on board. Maybe that's why the Gunn's unloading the clip to stay. What clip? Not entirely sure what clip you're talking about, buddy. Neil, Warner Brothers pushed back Mortal Kombat 2 because all of the success over this year, so that can start a new quarter. That is, you know what? That makes sense because the next movie is that movie with Leo, which is getting a lot of reviews, great reviews. They are killing it with all these horror movies. They killed it with Superman. They killed it with F1. They killed it with what was the other movie that Sinners. Like every movie that they put out there, the kids movie, Roblox, whatever the hell the name of that movie, that they killed it. Warner Brothers made money over fist. I think they made more money than any other studio. So they're moving Mortal Kombat. Maybe it's because they want to balance the books and they don't want to put that out there. Maybe that will be like a loss. Maybe they saw the quality. I'm like, let's push this shit back. It's because we're in a hot streak right now. Oh yeah. Unloading the clip. Okay, got you. Sorry. Yeah, he's unloading the clip. Yeah, he's going all out for sure. But yeah, so I don't think the studio. I don't think James Gunn and Peter Safran are at risk of losing their job if they get taken over by anyone. I don't think Netflix is gonna do that anyway. So I think the DCU and James Gunn, they are just fine. Man of Tomorrow is not shooting in the UK. Who said that they were shooting in the UK? Is it true that you guys are set to shoot Man of Tomorrow in the UK? This website, of course. Oh Lord. You know what? I'm not gonna take shots out of their Twitter handles, but yeah, that's one that I also subscribe from. Yeah. New behind the scenes, Sol Rodriguez. Yeah, I should try to do stuff, man. What is this? Tim Meadows has been hilarious this season, bro. I think he's the MVP. Start off strong with the new quarter, taking business. Yeah. It makes total sense for them to do that. Yo, Street Fighter. Talking about Street Fighter. Man, Street Fighter is looking good. I know some of the characters, like people are like for instance, Mr. Bison, whatever. I know the cast that dude who played Abner and the Suicide Squad. What's his name? Dalmatian. Let me see. What is the name of that guy? Let me see. M. Bison. Actor. Okay, this guy. Was. What is this guy here? This guy is playing M. Bison. This doesn't look like this guy. One thing is not like the other. One thing is not like the other. So I don't know what, like, that's the only casting I'm like, what is going on? Like, does he powers up like a Super Saiyan, then he gets big like he is in the game? What's going on? So that is a little, that was like a little bit weird, because like if you go back, like last time he was played by Raul Julia. Raul Julia was 6. Let me see. He was 6. I think he was 6'2" or something like that. How tall? Oh, how tall was Raul? Yeah, see, he was 6'2". So yeah. At least he was 6'2". Yeah, he was slim. And I think when he played that character, he was already dealing with he was battling cancer. That's why you see him a little bit skinny. So I don't know. I don't like the idea. Yeah, see, he's a tall dude. So that makes total sense. So I don't. Maybe he's gonna get powered up or something. How tall is Dalmatian? David Dalmatian. Let me see how tall is he. Oh, he's 50. Wouldn't it be crazy if he plays Batman? Nah. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's 6 feet. He's not short, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. He's just like he's like a scrawny dude. He's like, let me see. He's just a scrawny dude. Like, he's not a big guy. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that casting. I need to see it. Like, I got my hopes up for that movie. I certainly do. He will power it up. Did you know that M. Bison was originally the name of the boxer? Oh, of Ball 50 Cent is playing him. 50 Cent is like all in. So, oh, you know what? Because I play a lot of. Let me see. Name the. Here's from the original Street Fighter game. I think you are right. No, this is Street Fighter 2. Let me see. Street Fighter game. Ryu. Nah, was it? Because I remember playing this game. Because I play a lot of Joe, Mike. Yeah, that was after Mike. That's their. Let me see. Mike is former heavyweight and killer opponent in the. No, was it? Nah, I think that's fake news, bro. Leave that doing the in Ant-Man, baby. Yeah, for real, right? That's who should have played M. Bison, Alan Richard. That dude is massive. That dude is massive. That dude is massive. Yeah, he can definitely play that role. Now I cannot take this out of my head. This dude playing Jason Isaac. I can see that. I can see your vision, bro. Somebody said earlier that he could play Brainiac. And I can see him. Now I cannot take that out of my head. Yeah, I already spoke about this. Damn, Sam. This is getting a lot of views. 50 more minutes. The boxer is known as Mike Bison in Japan. Oh, and Balboa. Oh, let's research up on this, my brother, because you might be dropping some knowledge here, and I was not aware. I was not familiar with this. Let's see. Bison. See, everything is pointing. Balboa. Okay, let's see. Oh, you are absolutely right. Wikipedia, Balrog, known in Japan as Mike Bison in Japanese. Oh, I didn't know that. Sir, you deserve one of this. You just dropped some knowledge in the chat. Oh, I'm not on the fandom page, my friend. Sorry. You just dropped some heat in the chat, bro. You deserve this bomb and this fire. Let me see, what is this? Christian Milioti. I can't believe she busted her ass right after the Emmys. I saw that video and I felt bad for her. Yeah, embarrassing. Ooh, this. Do you guys think that Andy Muschietti still attached to Batman Burning the Bull? Like, his action sequence in that movie were good. So I can definitely see him coming back. I know a lot of people don't like him, but he's good. He's a good director. He directed great It movies. And I think he was in a bad situation with he was in a tough situation with the Flash movie. I don't think it was his inability to do a great movie. I think he did the best he could with that situation. because I think they changed a lot of stuff for that movie. The ending was changed, character were swap, the ending was changed. There was so many things that went wrong with that film. So I don't blame any of it on Andy. Rather in the situation that he was put in, and that's what made it very difficult for people to enjoy that Flash movie. Which to me, it was a fine movie. It wasn't great, but I really enjoyed that movie. I think Ezra Miller is just a fine thespian. What is this? Rick Flag Sr.? I think Rick Flag Sr. is gonna be the Nick Fury of the DCU. Frank Grillo, Rick Flags, is confirmed return to the DC Studio project. He will film a movie with his Creature Commandos co-star Maria Bakalova in season 4. Tulsa King before returning to the DC universe. Yeah, I think he's gonna. Rick Flag. Does Rick Flag has any tie to Charleston characters? Gotta do a little bit. No, I don't think he does. I need to do a little bit more digging. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. I think, you know what? I'm gonna talk about that. Fuck that guy. This was fucking fake news that was revealed by that guy. What's the name? Culture, yeah. Like everybody lost their mind that they thought that this was a real thing. But anyway. What time is it? Okay, I think I'm gonna call it a night, guys. This was fun. And very intimate. This was really good stream. So I'll see you guys. I'm gonna let me be candid with you guys, because live streams, I want to be consistent, but I can't. I know I'm not gonna be able to do that. So I think you're only gonna see me in shorts from now on, and maybe once in a blue moon I'm gonna come and do a live stream here. So if you guys want to hang out, if you have a TikTok, follow me on TikTok. I might come and join TikTok after Peacemaker and talk shit there, because I need to make my TikTok grow. But anyway, so guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you, Selena, for hanging out. Thank you, Tito, for showing up. Fate, Donovan. What? Sorry, I missed this. Donovan, James Gunn just hinted that we have yet to meet the tour against the season 2. Oh, the tour and antagonist of season 2. I guess what? I don't know what you're saying, buddy. Okay. All right. So, guys, thank you. Make sure to hit like, subscribe, share this content with everybody. Leave a comment in the comment section. Until next time, never, I'll tell you that, never let your nerd die. Peace.